Noticing if letting go is essentially the hardest part of this practice. Hardest part of the entire class for you. Notice the breath by bringing your awareness to the navel, and notice just the gentle rise and fall of your natural pace breath as you feel the breath of the world on your skin, draw it in, fill up. Vocal exhale. Let that exhale take something sticky, something stagnant. Another full body breath in. And exhale, let it go. Notice how the physical body begins to just gently soften. Give your mind, your body, your spirit permission to just be where it is, to feel what it's feeling.
Excuse me, too busy, you're writing your tragedy. Sides, you bubble right when you know I do what you love. Let go, jump in. Oh, well, what you waiting for? It's alright, 'cause there's beauty in
What's coming up for you? Be aware of it. One more full body deep breath in, committing yourself to the unfolding of today as it chooses to unfold for you. Not the way that you imagined it, not the way that you envisioned it, but the way in which the present moment is handing it to you. Bring the knees in towards the chest, give yourself a tight squeeze. Find some gratitude for your physical body and the ability to have the limbs that you need in order to flow, in order to move through this practice. Find some stillness with the knees in towards the chest. Gently bringing the forehead up towards the knees. Maybe draw that navel in towards the spine a little bit. Gently release the head back down onto your mat. Keep the right knee in towards your chest as the left leg extends down the length of your mat. Option here to flex that left foot. Getting a little bit deeper into the hamstring. Getting into the back body a little bit. Draw that right knee in towards the chest, but slightly outside the torso, almost like towards the armpit. Now notice how when you take that deep full breath in, your body pushes the thigh away from you. And then as you exhale, that exhale created some space in order for you to draw that right knee a little bit closer to your body. Notice the sensations and notice if you're avoiding them or if you're lessening them to stay in the posture. Two more full breaths. Feel the feelings. Allow your body to speak to you. Let that stickiness, let that stagnant energy in the hips have a moment to be recognized, have a moment to be felt. The hips are oftentimes the areas of our bodies that we dump everything that we try to avoid. When you're ready, allow the left hand to be placed on top of the knee. We're going to extend the right arm out towards the side, and we're going to take a gentle spinal twist, gently guiding the knee across the body. Option here to also flex the foot. When you're doing that, you might feel a little bit more of a sensation in the hips and glutes. And breathe. And again, use your breath. Use that inhale to lift you out of the pose, and allow that exhale to guide the knee a little bit further across the body. Tell a bunch of wiggly worms today, huh? Maybe that's why we need this. Taking 2 more deep breaths in. And coming back to center, just gently bringing the tailbone and the spine back down onto your mat. Bring both knees once again in towards the chest. Giving yourself a tight squeeze and maybe rocking gently from side to side. Taking a moment of stillness, a pause. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Gently bringing the left knee in towards the chest, extending the right leg down the length of your mat. Again, an option to flex the foot to give a little bit more of an experience down the leg. Take a couple breaths and just notice your body. There is a direct mind-body connection. You wouldn't be who you were without your physical body, without your mind, without your spirit. It's the trifecta that makes you you. And oftentimes we're so worried about working out that we avoid the work in. The awareness that happens when you do the work in. Allow that to be your intention today, is to inquire about not only the physical sensations, but what they bring up in you emotionally, what thoughts come up. Are you talking shit to yourself? Are you talking shit about me? Are you comparing? Where are you at? That's what this practice is all about. Last 2 breaths. Then gently bringing the right hand to rest on top of the left knee, and slowly, mindfully guiding the knee across the body, extending the opposite arm away from you. Another option to flex the foot here to feel a little bit more into the hips. And once you find that sweet spot, instead of moving, feel it, breathe into it. What are you avoiding? Last breath. Again, gently bring that spine down onto your mat. Bring those knees last time in towards the chest. Find something about yourself that you fucking love. Maybe it's your eyes, your tits, your thighs, your tush. How amazing you are at listening to your friends. How compassionate you are. How funny you are. Find something. Gently bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling and let the blood drain in the opposite direction here. If this is a bit aggressive in the core, you can bring your hands underneath the tailbone to bring some support so you don't have to engage your core too much. You just kind of let the legs rise up. And maybe roll out the ankles, wiggle the toes, shake the legs out, let the blood drain in the opposite direction. This is a great posture to do There's been lots of scientific studies on how this benefits insomnia, diabetes, an array of different, I want to say abnormalities, but not quite abnormalities, but physical things in the body that we oftentimes don't have quote unquote cures for. Sometimes it just takes a different perspective, right? Different position. One more breath here, just notice what's going on. Maybe your legs are shaking. You release back into the chest, and we're gonna rock and roll a couple times up and down the spine. Super good. Maybe bring the toes to touch the ground behind you if you can, getting a deep stretch into the neck. Just make sure you're not looking side to side during this, that you're keeping the neck in alignment with the spine. One last time, gently come up, cross the ankles, and we're gonna roll into tabletop. Separate the knees about hips distance, which if you create two fists and you put the fists together, that's typically hips distance apart. And then you're gonna separate the fingers super wide and make sure that the wrists are underneath the shoulder. We're gonna tuck the toes, drop the spine, take a deep breath in and allow the gaze to up. As you exhale, untuck the toes, scoop the tailbone, press the upper part of the spine up towards the ceiling. Chin the chest, tuck the toes, drop the spine, gaze the left. Now, if you want to become a little bit more fluid with this, you can watch me first, and if you desire to try it, you can roll with it. You're gonna untuck the toes, bring the sit toes back towards the heel, and kind of lean forward into cow pose. And then you exhale, cat. Hit it out, breathe it out, sit bones, take heels, and then breathe it out. So this helps us get into the joint a little bit more. If it does not serve you, don't feel like you have to do anything that I cue or guide you into. 2 more breath cycles. Once you've completed your second cycle, bring the knees together to touch, tuck the toes, and shift the weight into the heels. You can keep the hands planted. This is going to alleviate some of the weight on the heels so you don't feel as much in the arches of the feet. If you feel comfortable enough, you can continue to walk the hands closer to the knees until all of your weight is onto the heels. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. As you exhale, interlace the hands back behind you, press the head into the hands, gaze up, elbows out, breathe into the heart, feel that stretch across the arms, the chest. Deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, you can drop that right elbow towards the right hip, feeling that side stretch. If you'd like more, you can drop that right hand and gently walk the right hand a little bit further towards the right, away from you. Making sure that that left elbow is open. Inhale back to center. I know your dogs are barking right now. Let them bark. Inhale, open the heart, goes up. Exhale, left elbow towards the left hip. Breathe into that right side body. And then extend the left arm if it serves you. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let it go. You can tap out the tops of the feet, roll out the ankles, wiggle the toes, and we'll meet once more in tabletop pose. Now Now we're going to engage our core here, and I have a couple options for those of you who want a little bit less into the core. So you can extend the right arm out in front of you, and you can do the core workout with just the right arm. If you want a little bit more, we're going to kick through that left heel and make sure that they're not like dangling and like not energetic. Get that energy moving through your body. Toes are flexed down towards your mat. See if you can lift both limbs a little bit higher. Breathe. Whenever you feel that breeze against your skin, remind yourself to breathe deeply. Reach that right arm out towards the right, that left leg out towards the left. This is a doozy, I know, but you got this. You can do hard things. You can do hard things. Drop that left foot where it is. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, weave that right arm under the left. Drop the right ear. Option to drape that left hand behind the small of the back. Or you can extend it towards the top of your mat and then towards the right. Whatever you choose, close your eyes and breathe. Notice the uncomfortability happening, the feelings, the hearts, the breath, the thoughts. On your next inhale, reach that left arm up towards the ceiling and then press it back into your mat. Reach that right arm all the way up. Right hand comes down. Option to once again tuck the right toes, and then we're going to shift the weight back. You can keep the right toes untucked and get into the inner thigh of the left leg as you bring the left toes up towards the ceiling, bringing the forearms down, bringing the third eye down, and experiencing. This is the detangling of self. Honoring self. Not just your spiritual self, but physical and your mental self. Close your eyes in moments of pause. Bring the breath into the area of the body that might need a little extra love. On your next inhale, gently press into the palm. Take that left leg back behind you, preparing for sunbird bow. So you want to make sure the inner parts of your elbows are pointing forward. This ensures that as you go down, your elbows raise your torso. So if your elbows are pointing, if your inner elbows are pointing towards one another, your elbows go out like chicken wings. So we want them to raise the side body. So inhale, as you exhale, lower. Take that left heel up. Inhale, pressing into the palm. Exhale, let it go. Let it take with it something. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Last one here. Beautiful breath. Inhale, props you up. Listening carefully right towards the right side of your mat. Pivot, twist, half Arthasana. Flex the left foot. Make sure that leg is in alignment with that hip. You can stay here or you can play, maybe reaching for the left foot, picking into the left palm, opening the heart, gentle lower back bend. Gently release, kicking through that left heel. Drop the left leg down. We're going to cartwheel up, so we're going to face the side. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm reaches up and over. Again, a moment to close your eyes. Inhale, cartwheel down. Exhale, left knee in towards the nose. And drop it down, let it go. Now, if you want to take a dancing lion, you could bring the hands about a full handprint to a handprint and a half in front of you. And circle out those hips. Making sure to move in one direction and the other evenly. And then when you're ready, finding your neutral tabletop once more. And we're going to extend the left arm this time. And we're going to kick through the right heel. Lift both limbs up. Hold. Breathe. When you're ready, left arm towards the left. Right leg towards the right. Engage the core. Breathe. You can do hard things. You are strong. You are capable. Right foot down. Inhale, twist. Exhale, weave the left arm onto the right. Let that go. Right hand can again straight behind the small of the back. Settle. Close your eyes. Breathe. Inhale. Reach the right arm up. Press into the mat with the right hand. Lifting up, bringing that left hand back onto the mat. If you tuck the toes on the other side, you can tuck the toes and lift the right toes up towards the ceiling. Or if you kept them untucked and melted over the left side. Loving the breath that I'm hearing. Inhale, pressing into the palms, lifting up the body, kicking that right leg back behind you. Again, preparing for sunbird bow, so those inner parts of the elbows shining forward. On an inhale, you lift, and an exhale, you lower. Remember, you want the elbows close to your torso. Last one. Inhale, lift. Left toes towards the left side of your mat. Pivot, open up. Stay or play. Release, kicking through that right heel once more. Right foot drops down, cartwheel up towards the other side. Right hand down, left arm lifts up and over. Breathe. Inhale, cartwheel the hands down, shift forward. And when you're ready, bringing that right knee back down. Taking what you need, maybe another dancing lion, maybe a cat-cow. Neutral tabletop. Now we're going to get the heart going and we're going to move the body a little bit more through our warrior series. So I encourage you to move with your breath and slowly. We're going to go a little bit slower than we typically do, but if you want to go a little bit quicker, by all means, please do. So we're going to come into blast off push-ups. So we're going to bring the sit bones back. We're going to press forward, staying on our knees, push up, and then bring the sit bones back. You could go as fast or as slow. You are feeling ambitious. If you want that strength, go a little bit faster. Or maybe even step into full push-ups. Again, this is your practice. If you're with me, I'm feeling a little bit more of the dropping into the body sensation. So that's all slow motion. 2 more. Tabletop, keeping the knees under the hips, We're going to extend the arms out in front of us. You can bring the chin down or the third eye down onto your mat. Touch your dog toes. Breathe. Inhale, slithering onto our bellies. Finding Sphinx pose, so grab opposite elbows, and then bring the arms out in front of you. Make sure you're not dropping, collapsing the weight. You're pressing into the forearms, you're finding that heart forward. You're massaging your adrenal glands. This is oftentimes the area in which gets super ignited, fight or flight, when we're stressed out, or we're constantly on the go, drinking coffee, all of it. So this gives them a little reboot. So send the breath into the lower back area. Gently all the way onto your belly. Maybe stack the hands at the top of your mat, third eye down. Feel the connection of your navel to the ground. And it's here you connect to your intention. You've allowed a lot of those residues to move up and out. Begin to get closer to that inner stillness. You begin to recognize what it is you need instead of what you want. What do you need in this moment? Call it in. When you're ready, bringing the arms underneath the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes. We're going to pop up into plank pose. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pop up. Hold plank. 2 full breaths. You can do hard things. We're going slow. We're just engaging more muscle and holding a little bit longer so you feel. You avoid the feeling. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple moments, pedal up the feet. Maybe coming high up on the toes, windshield wipering the heels from left to right. Find some stillness in down dog. Feel. Notice the muscles that are being used to support you. We're going to take a peek in between the hands and take tiny little baby steps all the way up towards the top of the mat, separating the feet hips distance. If you remember, 2 fists between the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins or the pinky side edge of the feet. Exhale, vocally, let some shit go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Last time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Hang heavy, bring weight into the balls of the feet. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Let the head create some traction in the spine. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Find some stillness, and then we're going to ragdoll roll all the way up to standing, stacking the spine. Keep the chin tucked in towards the chest until you get to the top. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms together to touch. Hands to heart, a moment of stillness. Did you know that there is a pause at the top of the inhale and at the base of the exhale? These moments of pause initiate an action potential. Take them. If you need to pause during this next little bit that we're going to step into, honor it, but don't give up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, walk them, step it back, plank pose, hold for 2 breaths. If you're with me, I do a less aggressive vinyasa flow. If you have your own flow, please pop into it. If you're with me, drop the knees, untuck the toes, melt the heart. Inhale, props you up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths in through the nose, out from the mouth. Bring the feet together to touch. Pick through that right heel. Toes are flexed down towards the ground. Hips are squared. Feel that stretch in that left hamstring. Inhale as you exhale, knee to nose, shift into plank. If you need to drop that left knee to do these postures in the core, please do so. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Press into the palms, puff up the upper part of the back, and then bring the right foot in between the hands. Settle in, find your ground here, and we're gonna drop the back foot 45 degrees. Now I encourage you to make sure your foundation is strong and you rise up slowly using the core muscles instead of momentum. Warrior 1. Relax the shoulders, pinkies towards the front. Breathe. Dig a little bit deeper. Inhale as you exhale, release the hands behind you, interlace them, offer the heart. And then as you exhale, drop it on the inside of the right knee. Inhale, rising up. Warrior 1. We're gonna press into the back foot to kind of bring ourselves up. We're gonna come into triangle pose, pyramid pose, and we're gonna make sure that our hips are slightly pointing forward, and we're gonna come down with a flat back, and then allow the hands to come down. Couple of options here. You can bend the left knee and lift up the right toes if you want a little bit more in that right leg. Breathe. Beautiful. Now we're going to inhale, shift the weight into that right foot. We're going to walk our right hand towards the right upper corner of the mat and find Ardha Chakrasana. Remember we did the baby one earlier. So we're going to kick through that left heel, lift it up, that left arm lifts. Balance. Feel, notice. When you're ready, bending into the right knee, back foot drops, and we're gonna cartwheel up, warrior 2. So you want your femur bone to be parallel to your mat, knee over ankle. Wherever your toe goes, your knee goes. So if your toes are collapsing, your knee's gonna collapse. Drop it down. This is how you build that strength. Extend the arms. Maybe shimmy forward, feel what that feels like. Shimmy back, and then find center. Look beyond that right middle finger. Settle. Flip the front palm, reach forward as you exhale, exalt. Inhale as you exhale, right forearm to thigh, ankle, or floor and twist. When you're ready, reaching those left fingertips up towards the ceiling, straighten the front leg. You might have to bring that back foot up a little bit. Trikonasana, triangle pose, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, right hand down, left arm lifts. Inhale, rise up, right toes point towards the left. Keeping a little bit of a pigeon toe here. Interlace the hands back behind you. Offer the heart, little back bend, and as you exhale, fold forward. You can bring the fists to the small of the back. If you have shoulder stand, head stand that you're working on, you can go ahead and use this time to practice. If you'd like to get a little bit more into the hamstrings, you can do one of two things. You can bring your index and your middle finger to move onto the big toe and press the crown of the head down towards your mat. Just gently guide your upper body through the leg. This is one option, or you can get into a spinal twist. So the hand that's on the ground is almost underneath the heart, keeping your hips square. And the way that I know my hips are square is that I bring my right hand onto the small of my back. I twist my upper body first to make sure my hips aren't going with me, and then I extend the right arm up. And then option two, do you throughout this whole thing. Exhale, last two breaths. Right toes point towards the top of the mat, hand, frame right foot step back, plank toes, roll. When you're ready, blow it out, drop the knees, don't touch the toes, melt the heart. Inhale, press the up. Exhale, push back. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two breaths. Feet together to touch. Left foot back towards the wall, toes are pointing down. Feel that stretch. Inhale, you exhale, knee to nose, bring it forward. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. The last one, inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, hold, press into the palms, create some space by pressing the upper spine towards the ceiling. Left foot comes in between the hands. Take your time, back foot pivots, 45. Inhale, rise up strong. Warrior one. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Inhale, as you exhale, hands come back behind you. Gentle back bend. As you exhale, bringing the shoulders on the inside of the left thigh. Dropping the hands towards the small of your back, rising up once more. Warrior one. And again, you might need to bring that back foot up a tiny bit. Inhale, as you exhale, come down with a flat back, and then allow the upper body to cascade over the left leg. Feel that nice stretch. Lift the left toes. If you did it on the other side, bend the right knee, get a little bit deeper. Inhale, bringing the weight back into the left foot, reaching that left hand towards the upper left corner of your mat. Lift up that right leg and the right arm. These balancing postures are pretty difficult to think about anything else that's keeping your balance. One more cycle breath. And when you're ready, bend the left knee, drop the back foot, cartwheel, warrior two. Then take the time. Where your toes, where your knees, where's your ankles, feet. Reach forward and then reach back. Just feel the different sensations. And then flip the front palm, reach it forward, draw it back and soft. Inhale, left forearm onto thigh, ankle or floor. Twist. Inhale, right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Straighten that front leg. Bring that back foot up a tiny bit. Deep breath in, reach. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Right fingertips up towards the ceiling. We're going to bring those left toes to face the side this time. And as you exhale, come down to the flat back and melt. Slight pigeon toe here. Toes in, heels out a little bit. Keeping the hips over the knees. We're going to reach the hands out in front of us and then melt the heart. Allow gravity to kind of have its way with you here. And then reach the fingertips through the legs, back behind you. And then coming up, bringing the hands underneath the heart, coming into Skidasana. The right toes are going to come out a little bit towards the right, and we're going to lean over to one side. Left toes are lifting. Two more breaths. And then inhale, switching, left knee bends, right toes lift. Inhale, coming back up. Left toes point towards the top of the mat. Hands train left foot. Left foot comes back to meet the right. Hold plank. And when you're ready, flow it out. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, bring it down. Inhale, pushing you up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, our last little flow movement here. So we're going to take a peek between the hands. You can walk, jump, step it up, or you can take those tiny little baby steps that we did before. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise, reach up, gaze up, grab all that goodness. Bring it to heart center. Take that breath, take that pause, take that moment of stillness. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to come into chair pose. So, a couple of options with chair pose. If you have any kind of lower back tenderness, separate your feet and you can just bring your forearms to rest on top of your thighs. If you're with me, keep the feet together, touching. Reach the arms up. Shift the weight into your heels so you can lift your toes. Arms string the ears, drop it down. Now, sometimes our tailbone sticks out. See if you can draw the navel in towards the spine. And as you draw the navel in towards the spine, your lower back will do its thing. Inhale as you exhale, bring your hands back behind you and release them. We're going to come into some breath work, so breathe. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Yeah. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Oh, beautiful. Hold that center with the hands behind the head. Press the head into the palms. Put your heart in. The body's not in this position every day. That's why it feels weird. It's intense. Arms straight the ears. Exhale, let that shit go. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale. Let it take something with it. One more time. Halfway lift. Exhale. Plant the hands, walk, jump, step it back, flow it out. With me, knees on top of the toes, melt the heart. Inhale, presses you up. Exhale, pushes you back. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Feet together to touch. The right foot comes back. This time, open the hip. Maybe bend and straighten the leg a little bit here. Maybe circle out that hip joint. If you can see your right heel underneath the left armpit and you want to flip your dog, go ahead and flip your dog. Don't be so eager to pop out. Breathe. Where do you need to engage more muscle here to support you? Exhale, right hand down. Kick through that right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. When you're ready, right foot on the outside of the right hand. Stay in high lizard for just a breath or two and use your breath. So personally, I like to use my breath to get into this a little bit deeper. I push forward and then I push myself back. Now this may not be for you, but I'm just giving you ideas if you've been practicing for a while to get stuck in your ways and doing something a little different. Now you can get into that left hip flexor pretty deeply if you drop that left hip. Last one here. Stay high lizard and then drop the left knee, untouch the left toes. Keep the hands onto the mat and breathe. Feel your hearts. We aren't going fast, but it's beating. Now before we come into our fullest expression of lizard, I want you to bring the sits bones back and lift up the right toes. If you want a little bit more, gently wave the right foot from left to right. You'll feel all these little different micro movements and stretches in the back of the leg, and maybe even into that IT band. Inhale, pressing into the right foot, and then lowering down if you have that opportunity. For my flexi people, you would come onto the knife edge of the right foot. If you want even more, left hand can grip onto the right ankle. Right hand can reach back for the left foot. Gently release. Hands back onto your mat. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift up that left leg, right leg steps back, our last flow. Inhale as you exhale, drop the knees on top of the toes, melt the heart. Inhale, come up, exhale, child pose, inhale, table, exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Feet together to touch. Left leg lifts, open up that hip, circle it out. You can see the left foot of your dog pressing in to the 3 limbs, pressing the hips up. Inhale, as you exhale, left hand comes down, left leg kicks back, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, kick it back. And this time bringing that left foot on the outside of the left hand, staying high. And if you did a little breath and movement of shifting forward and back, you can take that here. Staying high with the front, dropping the right knee, untucking the right toes. Be here for a breath. Shift the foot goes back, lift up those left toes. Melt over the left leg. Inhale. Pressing back into the left foot. Staying high on the hands or bringing yourself down to the forearms. Again, option to bring the weight onto the left knife edge of the foot. Right hand to grip onto the left ankle. Then you could twist, reaching for the back foot. Then release, pull it back, pressing into the palms. Our last little forward before we get into a little bit more of a meditative state onto our mat. So on the right toes, lift up that right leg, left foot step back, right snake for 2 breaths. And then come down onto the forearms, forearm length. 2 breaths. Back onto the palms. 2 breaths. Forearms. Our last cycle, we got this. See where that mind over matter comes in. Pressing into the palms. Whether you can or you can't, your mind will make it so. When you're ready, drop the knees, melt the table down to your mat, stack your hands on top of the mat, figure 4. Settle. Feel your heart beating. Feel your breath. Feel yourself moving closer towards that stillness. Bring the right ear onto your mat. Open up the arms out into a T. The We're going to be coming into reclined Buddha. So just listen carefully if this is your first time coming into this posture. Your right arm should be directly in line with your shoulder. So not too high, not too low, but literally directly across. So if you were to look down the length of your arm, it's right in line with the shoulder. Keeping that right ear down, you're going to walk that left hand towards the heart. Press a little bit into the left palm as you shift onto your right hip and bring the left foot back behind you. Now you could bring the sole of the foot onto the ground, or you could just rest the leg as it falls back behind you. This is a really deep heart opener, shoulder stretch. And if you'd like it to be, you can even make it a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. These longer hold stretches surpass the muscles and get into the fascia, the parts of the muscle that are supported by these fibers. So a couple more breaths. If your left foot is on the mat, if you allow the left knee to open up further away from you, you can get deeper into the sensation. Last 3 breaths. And then gently and slowly making your way out by just stacking the legs first. And then bringing the heart back down onto your mat. Taking a moment here, bringing the left ear back down onto the mat. Preparing for the opposite side. So again, check in with that left arm, make sure it's directly in line with the shoulder. Left ear down, bring that right hand close to the heart. Press into that right palm and gently pivot onto the left hip, right foot back behind you. walking the hands at the top of the mat once more. Third eye down in between the index finger and the thumb webbing. Deep breath in and exhale. Let it go. When you're ready, making your way onto your back. And taking a moment in a little bit of Shavasana, bringing the heels once again towards the lower corners of your mat. And bringing the palms to face up. Bring those knees in towards the chest. Open the arms out into a T. And then gently drop the knees over to the right, spinal twist. Gaze to be up towards the ceiling or over the left shoulder. Palms could be face down or up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees towards the left. Inhale back to center, draw the knees in towards the chest once more. Soles the feet up towards the ceiling. If you have plow in your practice, or shoulder stand, or headstand, you can pop into that. Maybe bringing the toes up overhead. And then supporting the low back, bringing the toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe get a little playful, maybe eagle wrap the legs, straddle the legs open. And then when you're ready, bringing the toes back behind you and engaging the core. Just slowly bring the spine down, bring the legs down onto your mat. Bringing the soles of the feet onto your mat, bending the knees, making sure that the ankles are underneath the knees, and widen your feet so you can feel the edges of your mat underneath the soles of your feet. Keeping the feet where they are, just drop those knees over towards the right. We're getting into the hip flexors here. If you want a little bit more, right ankle can rest on top of left knee, helping guide that left knee down to feel even more in that left hip flexor. See if you can continue to detangle and prepare yourself for your final resting pose with this complete inner and outer stillness. If you want a little bit more, you can guide that left foot further towards the left with deep gentle stretch. If your right ankle is on top of the left knee, just gently bring it down onto your mat and just take a breath. Gently guide the knees back up towards the ceiling. Again, keeping the feet separated the width of your mat. Gently drop both knees over towards the left, keeping the wide stance in your feet. So your feet should be super wide, and the knees drop over as the feet remain where they are. Left ankle can rest on top of the right knee, gently guiding it down. Left heel down onto your mat. Take a breath. And back up to center. We're going to come into happy baby. But if you and your body are calling for something different before your final resting pose, take it. So if you're going to be with me, bringing the knees out super, super wide, then bringing the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Your hands grip onto the knife edge of the feet. Elbows are on the inside of the knees. You're pressing your spine and your tailbone down towards the ground. It can be a very vulnerable pose. Just breathe into that pelvic floor. 3 more breaths. And then gently bring the heels down towards your glutes. You can bring the knees together and towards the chest, and then just begin to completely surrender yourself to the ground beneath you. Left heel towards left lower corner of your mat, right heel towards right lower corner of your mat, heels in, toes out. Deep breath in, shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale, let it go. Open and close the jaw a few times. Let your ears fall back towards the ground. Let your eyes sink a little bit deeper into their sockets. Soften the shoulders. Release any manipulation you may have on the breath. Relax the arms, your core, your thigh. Every part of your being beginning to feel the benefits of what you just did. Give your body, your mind, and your spirit complete permission to claim a full timeout. the natural rise of your breath, your body being through this moment. The breath of the world understand what it means to be alive and doing this experience. Walking around in this meat suit, the very strange experience, but it is intended to be just that, an experience, neither good nor bad, categorizing each experience as equal. And noticing that what we define as bad or challenging or struggles is just the opposite end of the spectrum of happiness, joy, and abundance. We wouldn't have one without the other, and it's the honoring of the balance that comes into your life existence that brings the full-blown human experience into a joyful one. When you're ready, deepen the breath. And exhale, let it go. Gently rolling onto your right side in fetal pose. Every experience will bring you closer to your personal truth, your likes, to your dislikes, to what you desire and what you do not desire. Allow yourself to be guided by the compass of your emotions. Down your path. And at the very same time, honoring where you've been, honoring the hard things that you've experienced, honoring those really intense emotions, love, fear, grief, just as much as you honor joy, expansion, and growth. Let me visit your intention that you created for your practice today. Gently pressing into your left palm, imagine yourself sprouting up, planting that seed of intention. Taking a deep breath in, reaching the arms up, overhead, and you exhale, bringing the hands to heart center, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Light, love, and loyalty and being honors, respect, and sees the light, love, and loyalty in each and every one of you. Your body thanks you, your mind thanks you, spirit thanks you, I thank you for rolling out the mats this morning. The hardest part is getting there. You did it from start to finish. Have an amazing rest of your Sunday and into your week. The card at the top of your mat is a little gift from the universe. It comes with a little message for those of you who are not familiar. These are tarot cards. And notice whether it was upright or upside down, the way that you flipped it over. And you can do your self-exploration a little bit on the cards, or you can snap a picture of the card and send it to me on Instagram, because my information is on the back of the card. Some of the cards sound scary, some of the cards look scary, but I promise you the message within them, it goes beyond your own personal projections onto the card. Thank you so very much. This is a by donation class, so your donations are greatly appreciated. And we do this every Sunday at 11. If you enjoyed it, come back. And we also started doing recordings, so if you ever want to take a class and you can't physically be here, they're going to be posted online for your viewing. Thank you all so much. I also want to announce that the women's wellness event that's happening in Marathon is happening on November 18th, 19th, and 20th. If you're interested in checking that out, we have a Vixen workout, we have a women's circle, we have a nutritionist coming to talk about diet, food, and behavior, and how our desires and wants with food actually tell us a little